right kind of dangerous. Let's talk about that. Whoa, what a big word. That's provocative, isn't it? Well, not so much. What does the right kind of dangerous to me mean? I would say, pardon me, it's back to what the other videos kind of talk about. Being open. Being open to give, receive, to be connected with an open heart. That's courageous. Clear. Sober. Ooh, the scary one, right? I'm not telling you what to do or how to live. I never want to do that. It's up to you. But emotionally sober, there's an interesting one. Not being hijacked, for example, by outrage. That's the right kind of dangerous, to be, again, centered. Clear. Because we might slide away, right, and think we're on the quest for glorious light-bringing love, whatever, and we've suddenly become the thing we're fighting. The tyrant, the whatever, right? And staying centered doesn't mean docile, useless. It might actually be clear to make a good decision, good concept, good action. Chemically sober. Now that's the tough one, right? Do what you do, what works for you, as long as you don't hurt anybody, I'd say. But for me, booze in particular was, and all substances, even my medications to some degree, were like great delayers of progress, growth, rediscovering, and actually growing up. Not this version we get commonly. And working at it, and even finding the power. So, what I mean is potential. Finding the potential and the power and within. So those things kind of just would have, well, they did. They held me back from taking myself seriously in the right way. Again, that's no judgment on you. You might have a good balance of both, and or be comfortable with where you're at, or I have no idea. I don't want to impose any judgment. It's about me and what I find that works. And the other interesting thing is, with that, on the booze line, the disease model is interesting, right? If I were to just sit back and go, yep, I'm a fucking booze bag, just an alcoholic, pour me another. I would have never thought to get sober, would have never kept with it, worked at it, and never would have gone deeper and made more meaning even beyond that. Beyond just living a nope, can't have it, I really want to drink, but I can't have one. It doesn't even occur to me anymore. It's because other things, seeing possibility to put other things in place and make new meaning and get on new paths. And it's no accident, I think, that we have all, you're just obese, slow metabolism, bad joints, you just have this, you're bipolar, you're schizophrenic, There's no hope in that. There's no, right, what do you do? Well, I better try another medication, or I better up the dosage. And maybe it does work for some people, but really looking into this stuff is pretty scary. And I don't want to be too far away from solutions right now, but that's just even my experience, right? The benzodiazepine, the medication, one of them that I was taking, given to by my doctor, was working on the same part of the brain, same receptors as the drink was, as the booze, the alcohol. A dry drink, here you go. Good luck. All right. I'm not mad at him. I'm not going to go off on that or get lost because that's not the thing. It's a bigger system. There's a lot of money and a lot of I could say a lot about how I feel that. I don't want to go there right now. So these things wouldn't have supported me seeing possibility within myself. The right kind of dangerous is getting away from this dark system. It's very vast. It's to keep us. We're not supposed to be connected to our hearts. If we're connected to our hearts, we're connected to each other. Earth, friends, family, neighbors, stuff. We become like good stewards of all. If we're a good steward in here, we see possibility. That's the right kind of dangerous. This ain't some conspiracy. It's just like whatever you view, your experience of this culture, system, society, political lifetimes that we've been in for a whole life. Right? Even if you, well, that sounds crazy. And okay, but then if you're dependent on the new bamboo spoon set from LL Bean's fall collection, or Boots, I guess. I don't know what they sell, or if they're around anymore. It's just a funny name. Well, we might be missing out on a lot if our happiness is contingent on the new spoon set, you know? So it's far and wide. What I'm talking about is getting back to the right kind of dangerous that sees possibility in ourself to change. Oh wow, yeah, let me look into how important nutrition is, and man, look at the history of our food science, and whoa, why don't doctors learn about it? And nutrition, just going in and not to find enemies, but to see, even give reason for or possibility to see where we can put one foot in front of the other on a new direction to heal. Our bodies are wildly resilient and strong. That's not really championed, doesn't make a whole lot of money, whatever the reasons are. That, again, is a whole other conversation, but the right kind of dangerous under this society, even especially now, for us to see our own potential and love ourselves properly. An open heart means just considering what you watching have value. Considering ourselves. You have value because you're born. It's not some snowflakey bullshit, safe space stuff. This is just like what it is. You've got value. Everyone has value. We all have individual personalities, right? If we're functional and not just operating from defenses, programming and addiction or of various pain, right? We're all pretty awesome in different ways, like real ways. We all have different gifts. That guy builds crazy radios, and this guy cooks, this gal, whatever, right? It's amazing. It's amazing. Evil's not born, it's made. Alcoholics are made. I want to stay on track, but the right kind of dangerous is even considering that. To prove it to yourself. To see your value. Because if you start seeing your own value, you're not going to kick the dog anymore. You're not going to... We're going to want to build each other up in a genuine and powerful way. We're not going to be afraid of each other. We're not going to be considered with these illusions meant to stay in our mind that separate us, like that we're different. These are tricks, man. These are tricks. We're humans. And the right kind of dangerous is stepping back. Stepping back. Thinking about how I'm thinking, right? Considering what do I want? What do I deserve? The golden rule is a good one. What a gem that's been tired out and worn out. Treat others as you want to be treated, in so many words. Holy cow. Golly. That's serious. Take that and go inward. Start going, yeah, man, we've been, it's been a lot of years. Let's see if we can't even get 2% more relaxed. See if I can't get 2% of this thing started. Let me try diddling around with a pen on paper, right? Everyone's creative, for example. This idea of like, oh, an artist, and no, these are just people who maybe have trusted their instinct more, or taken that route. We actually can do anything. We're very creative people. That's what we want to do, is build things up. We want to see possibility. That's our natural state. And we're allowed to be there. It doesn't function in, it doesn't feed this crazy idea of civilization. I mean, this isn't new. This isn't relevant to any names. This is like thousands of years old for us to dominate and crush ourselves very sneakily. Big stuff. Those are big words, but again, I don't know, that's another whole bunch of conversations. But this is important. This, connecting to the heart, seeing possibility, considering, can I do it even 1% more? Right? Should I try that meditation stuff? That's interesting. Should I, right? Let me adjust my diet a little bit. Maybe discipline is the key to liberation. It's just different ideas, even considering it. Who doesn't like love? Right? Even if you can only open up and show love to a puppy, because you gotta be her, right? Yeah. I'm being silly, but honestly, even what it means to be an adult. I digress. I go all over the place. That thing's probably been clicking away for 10 minutes. So that's it. Yeah, we're coming back. It's always going to involve opening the heart. It's a practice for me every day. I wake up and attack the shit out of myself to old programming and crazy stuff. And to come back to try to this is very worthwhile. You're all powerful and valuable because you're born. I don't even know who you are right now. But I'll say that is absolutely true. Check that out, right? Imagine we all make mistakes. We all deserve to come back to learn. This is all about learning. There's a big earth school for us to bump around and hopefully do some good, learn, and I think, there's a lot of possibility. Let's try to see it. Yeah.